Hello and welcome to your chair yoga session with me, Patricia. I'll be taking you through your practice today. But before we get started, I am aware that a lot of people will be working from home. So we are just going to discuss the area that you'll be working in and the props that you'll be using. So we will need to have plenty of arm room to the left and the right, also in front. We will be extending our legs out in front of us, so plenty of leg room, and we will be moving forward in space. So make sure there isn't any desks or anything that you're going to harm your limbs on while we're doing the practice. Also, no swivel chairs. The chair should be a solid base. So 4 strong legs, a solid back. You can use a cushion for your lower back if you need a little bit more support on your lower back. Also, your feet should be touching the ground, so you can actually have a cushion under your feet if you need that. Yoga, it is an exercise, so you will be moving around, so it's best to have nothing too restrictive around the midriff. You can grab yourself some water. You have got time to do all of that now. So yeah, just do that now. Yoga is best practiced with no shoes on, so I do invite you to remove your shoes and your socks if you're comfortable to do that. So I'm just going to discuss a little bit about myself and about what we're going to be doing today in our yoga session. So I've been a qualified teacher for over 5 years, and I've been practicing yoga for over 30 years. Yoga is a fantastic exercise. It's good for all age groups. It will keep you healthy throughout the duration of your life, and you're never too old or too unfit to start doing yoga. We all lose 3 things with age, and that is posture, pelvic mobility, and muscle strength. And yoga can reverse the signs of all of those, and also maintain great health throughout your life. It's fantastic for increased strength, flexibility, and it reduces stress. So we have got a lovely half an hour lesson for you today. We'll be discussing alignment. Also, we're going to be doing some warm-ups and an energy block release 1, and just a relaxation at the end of that. If anybody has got any health concerns, are concerned they shouldn't be doing yoga, then I do suggest you consult a doctor first before you attempt to do yoga. If anybody's got high blood pressure or any neck problems, then you can always keep your arms low, and then you can always come back to centre and place your hands on your hips if you want, and then just join in when you feel comfortable. Okay, so we are going to now just discuss alignment. You will hear a lot in yoga about alignment and about core stability. So all alignment means is that all your joints are in line. So if you just bring your feet hip width apart, so you can do that by having just two fists, and that will let you indicate to you that is the right width apart that you should have your feet. So your ankles in line with your knees, and knees in line with your hips, and hips in line with your shoulders. Your face should be facing forward, so nose forward, chin slightly tucked in, and that is you fully aligned. I am just going to talk about your sit bones. You will hear that a lot in yoga. So your sit bones are, if you just pop your hands underneath where you're sitting, you should feel now 2 bony protrusions. That is your sit bones. Okay, so we're just going to just move forward. We're just going to tuck our bottom out, and we should have an S shape in our back, and then we're just going to just tuck our bottom under and just go into a C shape. The C shape is the one that we all probably use in our cars or sitting on our settees. I'm just going to move forward again, and that posture is not very good for your back. So just going to go back into the C shape. Okay. Then we're just going to come back to centre. So now that you're back sitting back on your sit bones, you now know you're in a good aligned position. So we are just going to do that move. That is called a cat and a calf move in yoga. So we're just going to tuck our bottom out and bring our chest forward. Breathing in. Just going to go into the C shape, tucking our bottom under. And then just going to stick our bottom out again. And C shape. That is actually moving all of your spine. It's very important movement for people that are wheelchair bound, because it moves all of the spine. So when you move your head, so when you curl your head forward and tilt your head back, that is getting the whole of the spine. So just come back to centre. Okay, and we're now going to do our warm-ups. So that means we're just going to start activating all of the joints, waking them up, getting them ready for movement. So we're just going to place our hands out in front of us, just make some fists. Just going to rotate our wrists to the outer walls. Nice, gentle, relaxed breathing. And we're just going to rotate our hands towards each other. And again, opposite way. Okay, you can just put your hands back on your thighs if you need to. If you need to rest, that's perfectly fine. Float our hands back up, just going to flex our hands. So, and flexing down. It's a great move when you've been typing all day at your desk. Gets all the blood circulating, flexes the arm flexor muscles. I'm just going to mobilise our shoulder girdle, just activating and waking up all of the joints. Lovely. We're just going to now I'm just going to sit back in my chair. Because we are going to do some warming up our ankles and knee joints and pelvic joints. So it's best to sit back in the chair, have your back of your knee as close to the chair as you can, just extending our legs out in front of us. I'm just going to rotate our ankle joints to the outer wall and rotating back. We also lose muscle strength as we get older, so I'm just going to bring our feet just in line now. We're just going to flex our toes towards our shin and flex our toes forward. You'll feel that the knee joints have been lifted at this point, and that is actually your quadriceps that are working. These are one of the sets of groups of muscles of independence that will keep you independent as you get older. They will keep the knees in alignment, keep them strong. And when your knees and when your joints are strong, it prevents you from getting arthritis and bone spurs. I'm just going to tilt our toes together and to the outer wall. What we're doing now is we're mobilising the hip joints, keeping them, getting the muscles, get the blood circulating around, keeping them nice and healthy and mobile. Now I'm just going to place our feet on the floor. I'm just going to move forward. It's whatever's comfortable for you, keeping good alignment. I'm just going to lift our right knee and then place it down. And what we're doing here is we're activating, stretching the hip flexor muscles and the psoas muscle, changing legs. This is when this muscle becomes tight and short, we get shoulders, and this is one of the muscles that suffers when we're sitting at the desk all day. So that's a good move to do while you're sitting at your desk. We're now just going to stand up and sit down. You can stand up just using your hands and then sitting back down, The muscles that, or you can, if you want to make it harder, just cross your arms. I'm just going to stand and sit down. Also moving the glutes, it's strengthening and stretching the glutes, the quadriceps and your core. So just make sure your core is activated, and that's just by pulling your navel in towards the spine. Getting them nice and activated. You can do that when you're at your desk. Okay, just placing our hands back down. We're also going to just activate one of the small gluteal muscles. So we're just going to stand to the side. You can use the chair, or you can, it just depends how you feel comfortable. And we're just going to just lift one of our right heel, place that down, lift the left heel. So there's 3 sets of gluteal muscles: gluteus maximus, medius and minimus, and this is just doing the very small muscle, the gluteus minimus muscle, little triangle shaped muscle, and that's just keeping that nice and strong. It'll stop hip replacements and knee replacements in old age, because these muscles, if they're kept strong, should be keep you healthy throughout whatever age you are. I'm just going to place our feet back on the ground. It was also deemed that the best movement for pelvic mobility is the hula hoop. So we're just going to circle our hips to the right. You can just place your hands on your hips if you feel comfortable, or the back of the chair, so whatever comfortable for you. And then we're just going to circle them now to the left, opening up all of that hips. Should feel, and then just back the other way, because it's such a lovely move. Should feel a relief on the lower back, and just back the other way. And then just coming back to seat. Okay, just take a minute, have a drink if you want one. We're now going to do energy block release 1. It's a full range of movements for the body that the body needs to keep fit and healthy. It's effective in clearing stress by relieving physical tension and emotional blocks, and it also creates a clear mind. So we're just going to check our alignment. We're going to go into a position which is called Tadasana, also known as the mountain pose. So just checking that your ankles are hip width apart, knees, ankles in line with the knees in line with the hips, and the hips in line with the shoulders, the head facing forward and the chin slightly tucked in. We are just going to discuss core. So a core is a corset of 3, it's like a corset that goes around your midriff, and it's 3 layers of muscles. Also, there is another muscle called the lumbar multifidus. If the core isn't engaged, then the lumbar multifidus muscle isn't activated, and that's what causes a lot of injuries to your back. So it runs from the base of your spine to the top of your cervical spine, the lumbar multifidus, and that keeps all your joints in place. So we're just going to activate the core now. So on an out breath, just want you to imagine a piece of string on the back of your navel, slowly drawing that string towards your spine. So that's your core now activated. So whenever we talk about core, you just need to pull your navel in towards your spine. So now we've got a lovely alignment. I just want you to take your awareness to the base of your feet. And just on an in-breath, just feel the energy rising up from the earth, around the arch of your foot, around the ankle, up through the calf and the shin, around the knee joints, up through the thighs, and just breathing out. Just refresh your core, just drawing the navel towards the spine, and the energy now moving up through the sacrum, through the lumbar, thoracic, breathing in, rolling the shoulders back, bringing them melting down towards the mid-spine, and just feeling the energy rising up through the cervical spine, and imagining golden thread lengthening the whole of the spine, elongating the spine towards the earth and lifting the head towards the heavens. Just breathing, just feeling how strong you feel in this posture. It's good for your circulation and your breathing. It's the best posture for you to be sitting in at your desk. And if anybody has any sciatic problems, it will relieve any sciatic pain. Okay, so we're now going to bring our left hand under the navel. We're just going to circle the right hand over the top of our head. Just keep in mind, if you've got any neck or blood pressure problems, you can keep the hand lower. It's fine. Just imagine you have a large beach ball in your hand. And then we're just going to breathe in, and we're going to stretch to the left side. This is a lateral side bend, it's not something that you normally do. And just breathing in and just circling the ball now, and then stretching now over to the right side. Just feel that stretch, all the muscles being stretched and contracted on the other side. So breathing in and stretching again to the left side. It's good for digestion, and it's good for the disc health. Just going to rotate the ball again, breathing in and stretching to the right. It opens up the discs at the left hand side, squeezes at the right hand side at the moment, and back to centre, bringing the hands down. So we're now going to do some stretches. So just want you to imagine that you've got a rope in front of you, and we're just going to climb that rope, and then we're just going to stretch and stretch. It's a lovely move, opening up all the discs of the spine and then stacking them back one on top of the other. And it's lovely for flexibility and great for your mood. Good stretch. Cats always like a good stretch in the morning, and that's why. Opening up all the ribs, all the muscles, stretched and then contracted, and then bringing the hands back down. We're now going to do what we call finger flicks, and with this move your arms shouldn't be more than 80% extended. So we're just going to extend the arms, just keeping the joints relaxed. And we're just going to imagine we've got some little bird's beaks, so the thumb and the fingers come together. You can set an intention, so a quality that you'd like to have, like positivity, creativity, more joy in your life. So you can set an intention now as you're breathing in. So breathe in that quality, and then breathing out, just letting go of anything that no longer serves you. So breathing in, bringing the arms towards the shoulders, and breathing out. One more time, breathing in, breathing out. Just let go of anything that no longer serves you, something that doesn't do. and breathing that quality, and breathing out. Just going to place our hands back onto our thighs. Just going to place our hands now onto our shoulders, bringing the elbows in front, and then we're just going to breathe in, bringing the elbows close to each other, up over the ears and round, squeezing the shoulders, blades together, breathing in and breathing out. Make sure your core is engaged, breathing in and breathing out. Just going to go the other way now, reverse that move, breathing in, and the elbows together, breathing out. This is good for loosening the muscles and building muscles, the shoulders, good for increased blood flow and relieves joint pain. So bringing the hands down, back to the thighs, just going to do some neck rolls. So just relax the head gently towards the chest, very, very gently, very slowly. Just feel that lovely stretch between the shoulder blades, and then you're just going to just breathe in, just gently roll up. Just imagine you have got a precious jewel that you don't want to drop, and just bring that jewel, rolling that up, and then looking to the ceiling and the wall, and then breathing out, just slowly roll the head forward, no snapping, no fast movements, very, very gentle. Breathing in, rolling up that precious jaw and looking towards the corner of between the roof and the wall, and then just rolling forward, breathing in, looking to the again between the roof and the wall, then coming forward. We're just going to bring our right ear to our right shoulder, just moving very gently. Breathing in, coming back to centre, breathing out, left ear to left shoulder, release any tension. Strengthens and loosens the muscles of the neck, coming back to the centre, and then the left ear to left shoulder, coming back to centre, and getting the left ear to the left shoulder, and coming back to centre. Just going to rotate our head to the right, just very slowly. Looking over to your right side, breathing in, coming back to centre, rotating the head to the left, breathing in, coming back to centre, again to the right, breathing in, breathing out, coming back to centre, and breathing in, back to centre. I'm going to do some spinal twists. If anybody has got any abdominal surgery recently, spinal disc problems, or is pregnant, I would omit this move. So it's good for, so we're just going to pop the right hand to the back of the chair, and the left hand back of the hand and arm to the right leg. I'm just going to twist to the right, feeling the contraction now, the back, lower back, and a spinal twist, so it's moving up the whole of the spine. Then we're going to come back to centre, place the left hand to the back of your hips, and then the back of the right hand to the left knee, and then just gaze to the left. Just feeling that twist. It's a great move for creativity if you want to bring in that quality into your life. Breathing in, coming back to centre. We're going to do that once again on each side. So the hand to the back of your seat, and then just turning to the right. Go into it deeper. And then back to centre. Place the hand behind your left hand behind. Bring the right arm and hand and just turn to the left side. And come back to centre. Okay, I'm now going to do a backward and forward bend. So if anybody's got any back problems or glaucoma or any disc problems, then I would just, the move, you place the backs of the palms of the hands on the top of the hips. I would just move forward and then just from the base of the spine, just uncurl. Also, if you've got hiatus hernia, you can do this move, but you would need to keep it with the modification that I'm showing you. If anybody's got high or low blood pressure, you can do the full move. I have low blood pressure, so long as you come out of the move very slowly and with awareness. So we're just going to place the hands on the backs of our hips. We're going to breathe in, opening and raising the heart centre. Going to be moving forward, bringing our chest to our thighs, relaxing the neck, and then just breathing in. So uncurling from the base of the spine, moving very slowly, vertebra by vertebra. The head should be the last thing to rise. And then moving forward, just rolling forward. Just relaxing, just breathing in, contracting the abdominal muscles as you come up from the curl, just curling up from the base of the spine and breathing out. One more time, just rolling forward, chest to thighs, breathing in, uncurling vertebra by vertebra. Coming back to centre. Bringing the hands back to the hips. We're going to do a squat. So same thing here. If anybody's got any glaucoma or any back problems, then you can omit this move. So just sliding the hands down the shins. Forward bend. Placing the hands on the floor in front. Breathing in, sliding the hands back up the shins, bringing the hands in front, and breathing out, fold forward, again sliding the hands down the shins, up to the shins, placing the hands on the floor in front, breathing in, and one more time. Breathing in. And come to seating. We're now back into the mountain pose or Tadasana. So I just want you to just close your eyes or soften your gaze. I want you to scan your body. See how you're feeling now from when you first started the class. Feel the rhythm of your heartbeat. Breathing. Just soften the muscles around your jaw. shoulders, softening and relaxing all of those muscles. Ankles, everything softening, the knees. Just becoming aware. Just following your breath. And just start wiggling your toes. Wiggling your fingers. Listening to the sounds outside of you. Any sounds that you can hear, bringing your awareness back to the external world. Opening your eyes, just giving your palms a rub. Creating some prana, some heat. Just put that over your eyes. Can massage your eyes, eye muscles around the sockets. And then just bring your hands to your thighs, and that's the end of your yoga session. So I would like to say is thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon and enjoy the rest of your day, and namaste.